Oh man, Friday. It's Friday. It's the 19th of July. On my way home. I've had a busy week. Tired. I am tired. I'm tired. I haven't been this tired in a while. But I feel good though. I mean, considering that I've been working late, I've been getting things done. In the manner in which they need to be done. So I'm very excited about it. I'm happy that things are happening in a manner that everything's coming around. I'm very happy. I can't even express anymore how happy I am that things are working out. Project launched this week. Had a great opening. There were some hiccups. There's still a couple of hiccups that are being worked out. Or they've already been worked out. Like today, we started seeing our orders come in. We started seeing, increase in phone calls and patients and everything else. It's looking pretty well. And I think that for the most part, it's going to be a very successful program. I'm very happy, very excited about it. I'm just overall in a good mood right now. It's Friday. I just want to sleep. Well, I'm going to wash all the clothes tonight, and then I'm going to let them live on the bed all day Saturday. Then Sunday, I will put them away. That's the kind of adult I am, okay? No, I try to be very organized at work. I try to be very productive, and I make sure I get my to-do list done with a lot of stuff. So I will continue to do that. And then at home, I will be nothing more than just a bum on a stick, or a couch potato. Because that's just the kind of adult I want to be today. That's what it is. No, but overall, it's a good day. I'm happy. I got some good stuff. Today was a good day. Can't lie. I need to there's a couple of things that I need to kind of work through with some of the offices. Just things are constantly changing. There's always change in my field. It's not my field if it's not changing, kind of deal. And I do very well with change. I tend to be the most level-headed out of most groups. And because I'm so level-headed, people usually look to me for answers. So I'm glad that I am a part of this change. I'm glad that this change happened to me in a time that it did in my life. Because I need it. So now I am just trying to wrap my head around some things, man. I got a lot going on outside of work, outside of Pennsylvania, I guess. A lot of unanswered questions in Florida, and just things that I just don't know. I don't know how to respond yet to it. And a lot of things, I just think that it's just been building up over time, and now it's like, well, what is it really? Because I think for a lot of years, it hasn't been what people say it's been. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been real. It hasn't been genuine. It hasn't been, it's like everything is just not what it seemed. So now that things are coming into light, I can't say dark coming to light. You know what? Let me start over. I feel that you reap what you sow. What you put in the earth is what you get back. Okay? If you put nothing but, if I was to continue to put nothing but hate and nothing but, animosity and nothing but rage into the things and into the people around me, then that's what I would get back in return. And I think, I personally believe that applies to everything and everyone in life. I just feel like that if you put out negativity, if I was to put out negativity, I'm going to get negativity back. And I feel like karma will hit you the hardest when you don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to remain positive. I don't try to be confrontational. I don't try to be I just don't try to put myself in situations to where I end up hurting people, or people end up hurt by me, or even that I end up hurting, people end up hurting my feelings. I just don't do that. I don't put myself in those predicaments, in those situations. That's why I try to like make sure that people understand that how we left off is where we at, and for me, I'm always going to leave off with love. So I feel like, right now, there's a lot of karma that's happening. Well, there's a lot of things that are happening, and for the most part, I personally feel that this is karma's way of giving you back of what giving people things back the way that they put out. I just feel like you can't treat people in a certain manner. You can't react to things in a certain manner. You can't do things in a certain way and not think that that's going, and think that that's not going to come back and get you. It's just not the case. I've never been in a situation where I have put negativity back, or put negativity on something, and then when it came back to me, it be positive. Like, it never happened like that. I've never done negative to get a positive. You know what I'm saying? Negative, it gets a negative. Two negative, and it's not not math either. You know what I'm saying? It's like two negatives don't make a positive. Two wrongs don't make it right. I feel like life is not a math problem. It is straight up about your energy and what you put in. And I feel like, when things happen, you have to really stop and look at what part you played in it. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't look at the part that they played in their results of life. And I say results because when people associate consequences to something negative, and people when it's positive, it's a reward, right? So and I don't like to look at things like that. I do think that there's absolutely a clear-cut consequence versus reward system, but I don't like to refer to that because it's a scale, right? It's a spectrum. It goes back and forth. It changes, and for the most part, I feel that you reap what you sow, and you have to live with that result, regardless if it's a consequence or a negative. It's a consequence or a reward. You don't get the opportunity, or you don't go through the things you go through for no reason, right? Things always happen for a reason. I don't believe in things just happening. I don't believe in things just, I feel like there is usually a plan that comes with it. There's usually something that there's some action that has to go behind it in order for it. And when there's no action, things usually result in that, right? A zero gets a zero. You don't get to add it up. So I just feel like when you go through things, or in general, not just you, but this applies to me as well. I don't go through things for no reason. I don't get to be negative and then expect for it to be positive. And I don't get to be positive and still expect it to always be positive. It doesn't work like that. There are always going to be things that work against me. And I have to understand that as long as I continue to be consistent, I continue to be, I'm trying to think about another word for hardworking. But as long as I remain consistent in my positivity, and I always put my actions to my desired results, I'm gonna see positive. And if I was to then put negative, and then put no action behind any of my desired results, and then when I get negative, I should not be surprised. I cannot be surprised by that. Because I didn't do anything to make the result any better in my favor. And I really do believe that rule applies to everybody. And people may not feel the way that I feel about it. And I understand that. My concept of life may not fit anyone else in this world. But I do stand behind that. I do stand with that. You know, I don't think that you can just go through life. I don't think anyone can. I don't think that I can just go through life and be, you know, just... I'm trying not to use descriptive words because I don't want to make it seem like... I don't want to make it seem like it's me. Like, I don't want to put that kind of energy out there to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But I just know that I can't go through life doing certain things, acting in a particular manner that usually have a negative a negative quotation to it, and then expect that any result that I put into with no work, with no kind of action behind it, will result into positivity. I just don't believe that. And I feel like there are people that need to hear that. There are people that need to see that. There are people that need to understand that you don't get to go through life how you want to live. I take that back. Because you do get to go to life how you want to live. But you cannot continue to live your life the way it's going and be surrounded by negativity, produce negativity, you know, subscribe to negativity, and then put no action behind it and expect something positive to come out of it. It does not work like that. You cannot go through life. You can go through life like that, but you will not see the results you want to see. That's what I should say. Not that you can't go through life, because people are free. You know, people are free to do what they want to do. Right? I believe in that. People should